Hey guys, it's a market update. Things are looking insanely good for crypto once more, right? We just hit a new all-time high for Bitcoin. A lot of attention coming back into the market. The Trumps are buying Bitcoin and ETH and a few other DeFi coins. Yes, they had their Trump coin or whatever, but that shows us where we are, which is in a big bull market and potentially entering the final stages, which could last another 3 to 9 months. This is my long-term Bitcoin chart. I'm going to go through that in this video because you just need to know where we are in the current cycle. As long as there's price appreciation to come, that's good. If we start topping out, that's really not the place to start buying altcoins that are up like 800%, right? Because the next bear market comes and that's when they draw down. So I want to go over that in this video, especially as I've seen the attention coming back into crypto. If you're a new entrant, just to know exactly where we are and to figure out if you want to actually invest short term or longer term at these prices. So look, we're consolidating here. You can see we're just testing all-time highs. This was the pre-ETF move as the market started to price that in. And then the ETFs got priced in here. So a big move, right? I think that was about 150, 180%, something like that. Big consolidation. Then you had the market pricing in that Trump would win and become pro-crypto. Now what we're getting here is another consolidation. And what is to come? Legislation through Congress, potentially a favorable SEC. SAB 121 is going to be repealed. Banks can probably now hold crypto assets. All of this is very, very good news. And of course, we have the rate cutting cycle potentially starting to fire up again later on this year. There's a lot coming out. There's going to be a lot of volatility here. Things are changing. Trump's doing executive orders left, right, and center. So a lot of volatility, but I think generally pretty positive for risk assets. And I'll explain why throughout this video. So if you don't have a Bybit account yet, go and get a $30,000 deposit bonus via the link below in the description. Just sign up on there, make a deposit. You can get a deposit bonus all the way up to 30K, but whatever you deposit, you'll get some sort of bonus. A lot of people can't trade on Bybit. So use Bybit's DEX, which is Apex. You can just sign in with a crypto wallet, trade futures or spot on here. Permanent fee discount by the link below as well. So check those links if you want to go ahead and trade. We've actually sold off significantly from the all-time high we hit yesterday around 109,000. But the market was getting way too excited about a strategic reserve and Trump doing an executive order to create this reserve. That's absolutely insane. That has to go through Congress, right? And so, the federal government putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet just seems absolutely insane to me and will completely shake up the way that the world works. And there's just not really a lot of upside in doing that right now, right? Sort other things out first. However, what is bullish is that I've seen a lot of states doing this now, which is actually making strategic reserves. They want to invest public funds in certain digital assets. This makes a ton of sense. Individual states with local and state taxes, they receive those taxes. They need to invest those funds in bonds or stocks or digital assets. Now, this is bullish. This is just the undercurrent of money that is very time insensitive and just putting public funds into assets like BTC. This is very good news. We also have this, which is SAB 121 is going to be repealed. That prevented financial institutions from holding crypto. Repeal that. Big banks can get involved. That is new pools of capital that can get into crypto, which is very, very good. We have a new SEC chair as well, who is pro-crypto, which is the complete opposite of what we've just had. This is the stuff that sets us up for a very, very good bull market where you have new pools of capital coming in, prices going up, people chasing that. So I think this is very good news for the rest of this year. There is a lot of positive news to come this year, I think, but we have to always look 6, 12, 18 months into the future, because we can't trade for the now. That doesn't make any sense. If you're trading ultra short term, then look, we're right here and we could have another 30 to 40 weeks of this bull market. This white line is kind of the average time horizon for a Bitcoin halving cycle. So halving here, very bullish into this, which would usually be some sort of price peak. So we have the latter stage of the bull market left to go, which is great. So if you're trading short term, I still think there's short term trades to be had to the upside. If you're trading up here, like if we're in 6 months time and you're taking short-term trades here, there is no reward in that. There's only risk because you don't have a bull market after a bull market, right? This is the Bitcoin cycle. I believe in it because this is the macro cycle, really, the central bank cycle. And I still think we have those cycles. So we're in a rate cutting cycle now where everything is pretty bullish and the central bank wants to actually create inflation, which is why prices are going up. So we're still in a good part. Just remember, if you're here buying, then you've still got time to go. If you're buying up here, that's not a short-term trade. And if you're a long-term investor, that's fine. But up here is like just not cheap Bitcoin, not cheap altcoins. Down at this level, when prices are around this midline for Bitcoin or below, that's very good value. That's where you should really focus a lot of your buying in. Up here, trade short-term or just be a long-term investor, right? And then obviously up here, there's just not really much left in the cycle. So I think we've still got a decent way to go. However, there's a lot of uncertainty here because things are changing, right? So I want to go over that. There's a huge amount of debt in the States. They run a massive deficit. That's creating inflation and creating GDP, which is actually good for assets. But we've got this Doge that is now official that wants to be cutting out stimulus from the government side. That means we need inflation from the private sector. You need to incentivize banks to create credit. You need to incentivize investment from venture capital. You need to incentivize businesses to grow. You need interest rates lower. And you probably need asset prices to go higher because, like Luke Gromen says, you need GDP to be above the interest rate that you're paying on your debt. That is absolutely vital so that you grow the debt to GDP, you grow the GDP to debt. Because debt to GDP is too high, you don't cut debt out. That's impossible. You cannot cancel money, cannot cancel that stimulus, right? Because you just create a massive financial crisis. So what you need to do is grow the GDP side. How do you grow GDP? You create investment, you create activity, and you pump assets higher. Assets going higher is the GDP inflation that we need because that creates a wealth effect. Everyone sees prices going higher. It creates some stimulus in the economy. But when that gets too much, which it probably will, because Trump's going to pump things, right? I mean, you just see the guys pumping markets at everything, right? When this gets too high, the central bank's going to say, whoa, 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 whoa. Things are too high. Inflation's, starting to peak up. Unemployment's too low. We need to raise interest rates again. That's the next bear market. But I don't think it's happening for a while, right? We've still got another 3, 6, 9 months, right, up to this. But just to be wary, establishing and implementing Doge, it is a thing, and they are going to apparently cut some government spending. The thing is here, right, is that government spending is the thing that is responsible for high GDP right now. You can see this, the deficit is 700 billion. The total outlays are 1.7 trillion. The receipts are just over $1 trillion. You've got a deficit of 700 billion. If you start cutting this down, you start reducing stimulus, reducing GDP, and reducing inflation. That is a drag, which makes debt to GDP worse, and everyone's going to get scared and the market's going to sell off. We could get that if they start cutting and you actually get a slight drag on GDP. Midway through this cycle, this bull cycle, we could get this scared market where it thinks, whoa, GDP's coming off, start selling off. If the central bank thinks it wants to stimulate again by cutting rates, then it can do that. But that is some volatility that we may have to go through, right? I think that's actually good news generally because I think interest rates come down, more stimulus, right? So that's not an issue. But if they do cut this, just be aware of it. Now, again, if they do cut this permanently, they need to pump asset prices in the meantime to create GDP and inflation, because if stimulus comes out the government side, they need a private sector to push it up, which is higher assets. That's why I'm in Bitcoin. I think just over the long term, we are going to price in a ton of inflation and Bitcoin is the play there, right? But there's some volatility that could happen because of all the changes that we just don't know how these are going to play out right now. So that's something to be aware of. This cycle, still great. You can see the NASDAQ index right here, which is kind of the benchmark, I'd say, for tech investing, or with up 20% in the last year. Ethereum has outperformed it, but not by much. Then you've got Tesla, and then you've got some top 10 coins, Cardano, BNB, Solana, Bitcoin in orange here. This is a great bull market that we're in. I think it goes on for a bit longer. But look, altcoins have not really started outperforming Bitcoin yet. And so maybe alt season is still ahead of us. Just to confirm where we are in this current cycle as well, this is net unrealized profit and loss. So the Bitcoin network is confirming losses or profits. When the Bitcoin network is confirming lots of losses, that's where you want to be buying. Down here is the best value crypto, and altcoins follow. As we get into greed, that's the top of the bull market here and here. So we're in belief right here, and we're moving up into it, which is good. Moved up into it, confirmed, and now have bounced again. So I still think there's way to go, and short-term trades can work. As we get up here into euphoria and greed, no new short-term positions, no new leverage positions. It's all risk and no reward at that point. But look, you can see things are looking pretty good, and we've got a lot of potential positive news flow as well. So still pretty positive. Now, if you do trade crypto, Bybit, 30K deposit bonus down below. If you can't trade on Bybit, Apex is Bybit's DEX, and you can get a permanent fee discount by that link as well down in the description. I'm James, this is my ZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.